Structure of a C program. All C programs contains one or more functions, one of which must be called main. Each of the function definitions must contain a heading or first line which has the function name, followed by an option list of arguments enclosed in parentheses. A list of argument declarations when arguments are included in the heading. A common statement which comprises the body of the function. The program execution always begins with the main function. The general format of C program is like the C character set. A character denotes any alphabet, digit, or special symbol, which are the basic building blocks used to form program elements, variables, constants, operators, expressions, etc. The complete character set in C is a noun. There is one more group of characters called white spaces, which are identified by C. In certain cases, the white spaces are ignored by the compiler unless they are part of a string constant. White spaces cannot be used in keywords or identifiers but can be included in expressions for improving readability while the compiler ignores them. The valid white space characters are blank spaces, horizontal tab, carriage return, new line, and form field. Tokens in C. Tokens are the basic building blocks of C language. Tokens are the smallest individual units in a C program. There are six different types of tokens in C, namely identifiers, keywords, constants, strings, special symbols, and operators. The character set in C. First, special symbols. Plus sign, minus sign, asterisk, slash, backslash, vertical bar, equal to sign, less than, greater than, underscore, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, question mark, less brace, right brace, less bracket, right bracket, percentage sign, dollar sign, ampersand, caret, number sign, at sign, exclamation mark, colon, semicolon, period, comma, quotation mark, apostrophe, and tilde. Digits. Digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And alphabets. Lowercase. Small letter A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Uppercase is large letter, capital letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And identifiers and keywords. Identifiers are the names given to various program elements like variables, constant functions, and arrays. The identifier should begin with an alphabet or underscore and may consist of alphabets, digits, and underscore in any order. Most of the C compilers allow a maximum of 31 characters in an identifier. The following are valid identifiers. Generally, it is recommended that the identifier should represent the purpose for which it is used. Certain identifiers are reserved for specific usage in C. These are called keywords, which have standard predefined meanings in C. These can be used only for their intended purpose. They cannot be used for some other purpose. The standard ANSI C supports only 32 keywords. Depending on the particular compiler being used, there may be additional keywords. The 32 keywords in ANSI C: int, while, void, union, switch, size of, signed, return, long, if, for, extend, else, do, continue, char, break, volatile, unsigned, type def, struct, static, short, register, go to, float, enum, double, default, const, case, and auto. The identifiers along with operators from different types of expressions and statement. Next topic is data types. Data types. Variables in C are to be declared prior to their use to make it clear which type of data is to be continued by the variable. There are four basic data types in C programming: character, integer, floating point, and double precision floating point. The keywords char, int, float, and double are used to represent these four basic data types. Two other popular data types are the valueless void and the enumeration data type enum. The keywords are int, char, double, float, enum, and void. First, int can hold integer quantities that do not contain a decimal point. Similarly, char used to hold ANSI characters like or any other 8-bit quantity. The character is represented as an integer. Double serve the same purpose, but there is considerable difference in the magnitude and precision of the numbers they can hold. Float used to store numbers with a fractional component or when larger numbers are involved. Void used along with functions which do not return any values to the function call. An enum, a user-defined data type which specifies all the legal values that a variable of the type may have. Data type qualifiers. A data type qualifies or modifier is used to alter the meaning of the base type to make it suitable to various situations. The qualifiers signed, unsigned, long, and short may be applied to int type. The long may also be applied to float and double, but long float may be equivalent to double. The signed and unsigned can be used with char type also. Size and range of basic data types with modifiers. An unsigned int and an ordinary int have the same memory size, but in the case of int or short int or long int, the leftmost bit is reserved for the sign. With unsigned int, all bits are used to reference the numerical value. Variables. A variable is an identifier that is used to represent a single data item. Once a data item is assigned to an identifier, then the item can be accessed later by referring to the variable name. A variable name and type has to be properly declared before it is used in a statement within a program. The value contained by a variable may change within the program, but the data type cannot. Declaration associate a group of variables with a specific data type before it appears in a program. The variable needs to be declared. The general form of a variable declaration is data type variable list. The declaration usually starts with the data type followed by one or more variable names and ends with a semicolon. Examples say now. These examples declare the valid variables. The following are valid variable declarations. Actually, data type qualifiers are also used in declarations wherever necessary. Constants. C supports four basic types of constants, namely integer, floating point, character, and string constants. Integer and floating point constants together are called numeric constant, and there are a few rules that apply to such constants. Commas and blank spaces cannot be included within a constant, and a constant can be preceded by a minus sign if needed. The values of a constant should not exceed the bounds specified by the data type. Okay. Usage of escape sequence in statement. From these lines, CH is assigned a tab in the first statement and the string. This string will be displayed on the screen in a new line. Commonly used escape sequences. Back escape sequences and character. Backslash n character is new line. Escape sequence backslash apostrophe character is single quote. Similarly, backslash quotation mark double quote backslash question mark double backslash backslash zero null backslash v vertical bar backslash t horizontal tab backslash b backspace backslash f form field backslash r carriage return and backslash a is alert. The next is library functions. In general, library functions are used to carry out various commonly used operations, or calculations. Okay, let's start. A library function is accessed by simply by writing the function name followed by a list of arguments enclosed in parentheses and separated by commas. The arguments represent information that is passed to the function even if there are no arguments. The parentheses should be there when using the function. Okay, let's study some common library functions. Functions type purpose. Abs of I function. Type is I and purpose is absolute value of I. Similarly, cos t, d cosine of t in radius. Fabs d absolute value of t. Getcher c, enter a character from keyboard. Pow d1 d2. Type d, purpose d1 raised to the power d2. Butcher c, send a character to output device. Sin d sine of t in radius. Scanf 3 dot. Enter data items from standard input device. To assign C. I convert D to assign. To upper of C. I converts letter to uppercase. To lower of C. I converts letter to lowercase. Tan D tangent of D in radius. Square of D square root of D. And I generate a random positive number. Printf 3 dot. Send data items to output device. Long d natural logarithm of d. Floor d round down to the next integer value. S d radius e is equal to 2.7183 to the power of d. And sail d rounds up to the next integer value. And the I represents int, C represents char, D represents double. A function which do not return anything can be accessed by writing the function's name as the expression statement. Other functions which return a data item can appear just like a variable or constant anywhere in any expression. The next one is header files. These are very important. The header files performs two important jobs. Firstly, most functions in the standard library work with their own specific data types to which your program must have access. Some of the commonly used header files are stdi.h, stdlib.h, string.j, ctype.h, and math.h. Okay. The other is input-output functions. The C language do not have any direct defined input-output statements. Instead, it is implemented by means of functions developed and included in the standard library. There is a wide variety of input-output functions in C, which permit either interactive input-output or buffered input-output interactive. The next is format input output. In addition to the input output functions, there are functions like scanf and printf which performs format input and output on all built in data type. Okay, let's study about the scanf function. Okay, the scanf functions. This function can be used to enter any combination of numerical values or characters. The general form of scanf is scanf control string and argument string. The control string may contain format spaces or any character. Arguments represent the individual items of data input. The format specifiers are preceded by a percentage sign followed by a conversion character. The format specifier for scanf, specifier and format. Specifier is percentages, format is string. Similarly, percentage %h short integer, percentage %c single character, percentage %d decimal integer, percentage %i decimal integer or hexa or octal, percentage %h hexadecimal number, percentage %o octal number, percentage %e floating point number, and percentage %f floating point number. The argument used in scanf must be pointers to those variables. A pointer represents the address of the memory location where a variable is stored. The other is the printf functions. These are important in C program writing. Okay, the printf functions. This functions is used to move data from the computer's memory to the standard output device, whereas the scanf functions access data from standard input device and stores it in the memory of computer. The printf is used to output any combination of basic data type. The general form is printf, control string and argument string. The control string or format string may consist of two types of items. The first type is made up of characters that will be displayed on the screen. The second type contains format specifiers that define the way in which the argument and displayed. The usage is similar as in scanf and similar format specifiers are used. The format specifiers for printf, specifier and format. Specifier is percentages. Format is string of character. Similarly, double percentage displays percentage sign. Percentage %c single character. Percentage %d decimal number. Percentage %i decimal number. Percentage %h hexadecimal number. Percentage %o octal number. Percentage %u unsigned integer number. Percentage %e floating point number in exponential format. Percentage %f floating point number in decimal format. And percentage %g floating point number using percentage %e or percentage %f, which is shorter, whichever shorter. To specify the field width needed in the output, a minimum field width specifier is placed between percentage sign and the format specifier. This ensures that the output utilizes a minimum number of spaces by including blanks or zeros with the output data. If the data elements is greater than the specific minimum, it will be printed in full utilizing additional spaces. When a zero is placed before the width specifier, the leading blanks will be filled with zeros in numeric data elements. The next important topic is operators and expressions. An expression is formed by joining constants, variables, or other data elements using operators or suitable categories. Data items on which operators act upon are called operands. Some operators need to operand binary or dyadic operations, and others need only on and unary or monadic operators. The arithmetic operators. Today we study the arithmetic operators available in C programming. Arithmetic operators. Operator and action. Operators plus sign. Action addition. Similarly, minus sign. Subtraction or u, unary minus. Asterisk multiplication. Slash division. Double plus sign. Increment. Double negative sign. Decrement. And percentage sign. Modulus division. The operators positive, negative, or asteroids and slash can be used with the numeric operands. When a slash is applied to integer or character operands, any remainder will be lost, and in 36 by 3 you will get only 50 after integer divisions. The modulus operator percentage is used to obtain the remainder of integer division. It cannot be used on types floats and double. The next is relational and logical operators. Okay, the term relational refers to the relations that data items can have with one another, while logical refers to the ways by which these relationships can be connected. Expressions that use relational or logical operators is either true or false as an outcome in C. True is any value other than 0 and false is 0. The relation and logical expression always return 0 for false and 1 for true. The operators which fall into this category. Relation and logical operator and action. First is logical. Operator double ampersand action is and. Similarly, exclamation mark, note, double vertical bar, or, and relational operators are operator double equal to, action equal to, exclamation mark equal to, not equal to, less than sign, less than or equal to sign, less than or equal to, greater than sign, greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Values of expressions. Okay, the relational or logical expressions are used in many different situations, especially along with the control statements. Truth table for logical operators. The operands needed for the logical operations should be relational or logical expressions. The result of a logical and operation will be true only if both operands are true. The result of a logical or operation will be false only when both operands are false.